there's controversy in the air in Western Pennsylvania. I don't think there is any, but if you just Google TJ Watt's name right now, everything is basically he's gone. What are the best landing spots for TJ Watt? And, you know, the best landing spots for TJ Watt are the same best landing spots we once upon a time had for Devontae Adams when he was supposedly on the move. Myles Garrett when he was supposedly on the move. The top 5, if you will, landing spots for TJ Watt is your team. That's the top 5 landing spots.
Right.
Name me a team in the National Football League, including the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those are the best landing spots for TJ Watt, which is why he's going nowhere. I keep telling everybody this is what we call a negotiation that apparently isn't close to resolution right now. We had Jerry Dulac on this program, sitting there in Western Pennsylvania. He's got some ins with the organization. He definitely knows what's going on there. He talks to a lot of people within that building. And he said that he thinks this is going to go into training camp, which is not great for Steelers fans because you're going to be on pins and needles thinking, is this really going to go in a certain direction that's not him coming back? And it's not great for TJ Watt because I'm sure he'll be on pins and needles, and there'll be times where he's really pissed because this isn't getting done to the manner of his liking, which is, according to Jerry, the highest paid non-quarterback in the National Football League. And we all know who that individual who currently sits in that perch. His name is Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett with $40 million a year, and TJ Watt, who is going to turn 31 years of age in October of this year, is a guy that, as Jerry said a couple of times in the conversation, the Steelers saw a slight drop-off in productivity from him, or at least burst, or at least a little bit showing that he's made the turn in his football career. I'm sure if TJ Watt heard that, or anybody named Watt heard that, they wouldn't take very kindly to that evaluation. And so there were reports that come out that there are teams calling for TJ Watt. There are teams interested in TJ Watt, to which I say, no kidding. I mean, like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't there be? If you're looking at the Pittsburgh football waters and seeing chum in there, of course you're going to call him, right? But at the end of the day, if this was a team with a rookie quarterback, if this was a team that was waiting to draft a rookie quarterback and had a veteran bridge quarterback that didn't really give the team much of a chance to win a playoff game, a division, a playoff game, a playoff run, TJ Watt might be much more vocal in saying, I want out of here. Okay? Myles Garrett did, right? Myles Garrett, prior to the Super Bowl, said, I want out. He came on this show and said it.
To your face.
To my face.
To your face.
In the face.
In the face.
That was 2 Super Bowls ago. This year was, my face.
You were scarred by that, too, for a little bit.
Because, I'm always glass half full. I'm an optimist. I like saying yes to people. You're a pleaser. I'm a pleaser. I'm a guy who wants to be happy and everyone happy around me. Honestly, that's my default. And so for a guy to basically say, when I say, what do you say to people who say this isn't a money play? It's like, it is not.
It might not have been.
Yada, 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 yada. He got $40 million a year, and thus his concerns about winning a championship with a potentially rookie quarterback or bridge quarterback that doesn't really give your team much of a chance to win a division, go on a playoff run, win a playoff game, go on a playoff run. Cleveland might prove us all wrong. They have a 2-time coach of the year in Kevin Stefanski there, who last won the award when the quarterback who's in the quarterback room won comeback player of the year just with a nice 7-week heater in Flacco. But Aaron Rodgers is not that bridge quarterback that doesn't give you a chance. Now, I know he hasn't played like the MVP in 3 years for various reasons. But the Steelers think he can, which is why they put the eggs in the basket. And TJ Watt, after you go and get Rodgers, after you go and trade for DK Metcalf and give him the richest contract in Steelers history at that position, and you go and trade for Jalen Ramsey, who's pretty damn expensive. You give him $1.5 million raise. Welcome to the team. And you bring in Jonnu Smith and triple his salary. Here's a $12 million deal. Welcome to the team. You're only making 4, now you're making 12. You go and get Darius Slay.
Big play.
You'd run it back with Cam Hayward, friend of the program. You draft not a quarterback in the first round. You draft a defensive tackle because that is an area of need. You do all of this to win now. And TJ Watt is not going to walk because the Steelers tell him, you're done now. I can't see that. I just don't see it. It would be the silliest thing to do because of what he means to the team, what he means to the city, what he means to those fans, but most importantly, again, what he means to this team. They're a different team on defense. They're a different team, period, when he's not out there. In the same way that his brother was plugged into the fans there in Houston, any sack by him sent the Texans fans into a frenzy. The same thing happens here with Pittsburgh. He's the king of the trifecta, the sack, force, fumble, and recovery. That's the guy, he's a game wrecker. Even if he is on the back nine and showing a little bit of a downward slide, if that is your evaluation of him. I cannot imagine the Steelers let him walk. And they'll figure it out. I just hope for everyone involved that midnight strikes in the next few weeks. I would be stunned if they say, we're trading you. After all of this, we can't figure it out. We can't find a number. We cannot in any way, shape, or form sign you to this contract that you're looking for because down the road, we're going to regret it. When the road and the rubber meeting it is now. So, Google all you want. Look at all those articles about best landing spots for TJ Watt. It's anywhere they play football in the NFL. That's number one. And number two, it's not going to happen. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.